Fortunately, it is not working. This video shows actually an image in which the traffic is moving and the edges are constant. So if that is the width of the moving traffic and edge is constant, then why not give the edge to parking, people and everything, and the width is 6 meters, so we worked out an exactly 6 meter, redid this. This was almost to happen but did not come through, and that is where you organize. So Project Disha has a system. If we do that, then street lighting, garbage disposal, trees, walking, cycling, public transport, handicap friendly, street vendors, kattas and open spaces. If we do this, property values will go up, safety will go up, health will go up, social interaction will go up, pollution will come down, fuel consumption will come down. And that could be really smart. And the areas of focus, if we put, then qualitative, economical and environmental changes will happen in our cities, taking up all these issues. And this is what we call creating healthy, hygienic, habitable neighborhoods. Urban national transport policy talks about, government is talking about, earlier government, current government, and one must believe in this slide, then only we can move ahead. Our statement is the depth of the democracy is decided by the width of the footpath in a city. We have been now working on the smart city. So quickly, 5 minutes to explain to you what we have been doing. It is area-based development program. Smart city is a large proposition in Pune, which stood two. The commissioner called us and said that you must do a smart street program. We said, okay, fine. This is Aund Maner Balewadi. The extreme right portion is the Aund area. We said, let us have a strategy of design. Then we will discuss with people and then we will demonstrate. We listed down the priorities: walkability, universal accessibility, cycle friendly, hawkers vendors policy, public transportation and parking, and rest all services and everything. Having said that, we went to design. We picked up 9 streets in the Aund area and said that they will be walkable. And that design has come through and it is happening to a certain extent. In the design proposal, there were 3 alternatives which I am not showing. And the alternative was converting half the street into public plaza because there was a loop available for a one-way. And once we did that, the proposal, I will show you visuals. We also said that there should be a shuttle because if the parking reduces, we must have a shuttle moving within the neighborhood which can take people up and down. The detailed drawings were prepared. It is hung. Sorry. So this proposal is on, in which we are saying that all the footpaths would be at one level. The wheelchair could be actually tested in the whole neighborhood, which is almost 9 to 10 kilometers of street. And we only hope that once this happens, if at all it happens, hawkers are allotted spaces, parking is given space. So this is the pedestrian plaza that we are talking about. Is it coming on the screen? Yeah, it is. So this is placemaking. This is the model that we prepared, which we took to the citizens, how the street will look like. This is the existing street, and this is the proposed street. This is the existing street. This is the proposed street with a pedestrian plaza on right-hand side, which we call the mall under the tree canopy, because there are trees. So it is a mall, pedestrian mall altogether. And the parking is organized, public consultation, going to each and every person, politicians, people, and their interaction. And these are the visuals, the way it will look through. And that model was put up at the Smart City project when Honorable Prime Minister had come. We did a trial run recently as a demonstration where we said, Aund Apna Angan. That was the theme. And in the Angan, you will be able to walk and you will be able to bicycle. This will have universal accessibility. So all these posters were put, they were put in the neighborhood, and then this road was tested, and I will show you the result. The shuttle was very critical. We told the commissioner that the shuttle is a must if people want to move from private transport for even half a kilometer or 300 meters. So the shuttle was moving, which was blue, green, red, yellow, orange shuttles. They were like this, hop on, hop off. They could be charge basis, and this was put up. And we tried the shuttle consultations. This was the way this whole plaza was envisaged by people. 7 days this trial was done. Look at the happiness on the children's faces. Look at the people skating there, cycles there, handicap friendly there, senior citizens there, everyone there enjoying the street. Now we will have to pay a little bit of price. Yes, the car will not be able to come to the doorstep of the shop, But then what do we do in a mall? We park at the third base stand and move around in the mall. This was our shuttle, where people were traveling in the shuttle, and we only hope that this comes through and it becomes a demonstration. And the whole patience is, we must work with people, we must have a policy, we must have participation, we must have a platform, and we must have patience. Including all this, our prime objective is this wheelchair, which Honorable Prime Minister, also there is an advertisement at 9 o'clock which says Universal India. Can we take the Reliance cart right throughout, and can we pull these luggage trolleys from one end to another in a neighborhood? Can our pram, where a child is there, can it move around the neighborhood? And if this happens, and can we use these kind of trolleys which are used in Germany to carry 2 kilos, 3 kilos, because I don't need to take a car. And if this happens, we will reduce car trips and we will have healthy and livable city. Light bulb was not invited by trying to improve the candle. So we will have to change the complete paradigm of thinking. This one runs on money and makes you fat. The other one on the right, this one runs on fat and saves you money. That one is for pollution, and this one is for solution. Thank you very much for patiently hearing, and sorry, Honorable Chairman, for crossing the time.
No problem, Mr. Desai. It was a very enlightening that we have all the good ideas. We all agree. Nobody denies that. But when you look at things on the ground, things just don't get translated. And I personally feel the only reason is that there is no accountability. A good road is built. 2 months after that, somebody comes and digs it up. Digging it is fine. He will not even redo the thing. He'll leave it as it is. Pura malba wahan pada, he'll walk away. People will circumvent that spot and keep on moving. Nobody is there to ask him as to why you have not done this. So no matter how brilliantly we think, we discuss, we argue, we plan, and we implement, but unless that accountability level also goes up, and that awareness goes up, and action is taken against defaulters, nothing is going to happen. Why are roads unsafe? We have wider roads, faster roads, better vehicles. Accident rate is going up very fast, more than before, because there is no enforcement. Anyway, I don't want to sound negative. All I'm saying is that all these good things have to be understood, appreciated, and actually put into action. Whatever little we can do jointly as engineers or as citizens or as residents, let us try and do it. Thank you, Mr. Desai. And now we'll have a brief tea break of 15 minutes, and we reassemble for the remaining 3 talks. Thank you. Ms. Minimo Korula, and the subject is Smart Drainage for Smart Cities. So, Ms. Korula, over to you, and it's going to be 15 minutes for your time.
So, first of all, I wish to give my extreme gratitude to my co-authors, Mr. Nahar, our Secretary General, for giving me the all guidance, what he expects from a paper, as well as my young colleague, Ms. Meenu, who really prepared this presentation. So definitely without them, this was not possible. So let me start with the presentation.
There is some echo. Can you please check the sound? Some echo coming.
Yeah. So I hope the IT will do that. So the topic is the smart drainage systems for the smart cities. Already I feel that I can skip many of the initial slides because it is very nicely the presenters here already it was detailed. So I can go to my topic, but to set the tone of the presentation, let me go through the slides also in a fast way. So what is smart city? So we heard it is more organized. It is not about too much. It is not about luxury. It is about more organized, more healthy living, better quality living. And how this can be achieved? We will say that, okay, fine, this all will remain in the dreams. This all will remain in papers. And like the architect has explained, very, means something like a dream. Something like a dream. Whether it is practical, we are in the demonetization phase, the country. So when it is practically coming, how the people will be accepting the changes? Because all on a sudden we cannot change it. So according to me, I will share. Now, I was just running from Milan, where I was participating in a ISO committee. And last two committee meetings, it was in June 2016 and September 2015. One was in Milan and one was in Portugal. So when I was staying, I was seeing that the cost of the hotel, it was too high. Last two times, it was too high. It was like one day it was almost 300 euro. I felt that, oh, this is too much. This time, I really got shocked. When I had to pay, it was told that you stayed in a room which was costing 48 euros. I thought that they are joking. Is it 48? But it was the truth. And let me talk. It was a smart room what I lived. It was very compact, but I was feeling all ambience. Everything was organized, everything was there. It never felt any inconvenience. I really enjoyed. Each partition was used for some purpose. It was like the design of a ship's hull. Each cabin, if you are seeing, everything is there, but it is compact. It is efficient. So for me, the smart cities, it is not only organized, it's not only increasing the quality of life, it's not only prompting everyone healthy living, but it will be cost effective also. At the end, I just asked the guy who was sitting in the reception, because I was finding that he is not only just a receptionist, he is something like a manager. So I asked that, how you are managing? With such cost effectiveness, you are providing all facilities. Wi-Fi is free, 24 hours. So he told that, yes, we are managing in such a way that every single minute we are thinking about efficiency, and we are having customers all through the year. It is full. And normal hotels, which is taking whatever the area for the rooms, we are taking 1/3 only, so we can accommodate more people. And our customers are very loyal. They are repeatedly coming there. So this is my concept, that it will not be just smart, it will be very cost effective also. When you are becoming efficient, the cost will be reducing at each way. And the final shock, what I got was, when I had to return back to the airport, I didn't go to the metro, I asked for a taxi. It was about 75 kilometers. So they arranged a taxi. Normally, even in India, in Delhi or Gurgaon, if you are asking the hotel to arrange a taxi, even if just 8 kilometers it is going, they will charge a big sum. So whatever the sum he was telling, I really shocked. I asked, how are you managing? You are arranging the taxi from outside. Again, he explained the efficiency, the level of efficiency they are managing, and that made that type of an attractive price for me. So I'm not telling the story of how his efficiency working there in the roads. I want to talk about the drainage systems, how it can be smart when in Indian smart cities. So one more aspect. One is cost effectiveness. The another aspect, my co-author, Secretary General, if you are going to IRC-Hyderabad office, the principle of not using AC, that is there. He only introduced that. And last 3 IRC council meeting as well as the annual meetings, there is one session which is talking about the green solutions and carbon footprint reduction. Here also, I want to stress, or the same mission I want to continue, when we are making the smart cities, let them be green cities. Let them be the cities which is always thinking about achieving carbon credits for the country or making a complete, a self-sustained ecosystem. So what is green infrastructure? And what do you mean by green streets? When it is especially coming to the drainage. So drainage in a drought, it is about surface water as well as subsurface water. And the old concept, it is like that you should have drainage in a very nice way. From one place to another, it has to go in a very streamlined way. Here we are presenting a little different way. Instead of channelizing and making drains, if you are going any of our drainage codes, IRC-SP42, I was also a part of the committee which has modified it. And again IRC-34, which is the road construction in waterlogged or flood-affected areas. All these talking about elaborately the drainage design. If we are designing those drains, definitely it will work because our codes, IRC codes are written by the experts. But only one problem, it requires space. It requires very good space. We were listening Bandari sir's presentation on the calamities, the landslides, the flood. If you have to control in a hill road the landslides, you have to provide very good drainage. When I used to work with my design team, which is almost 40-45 geotechnical specialists, in the initial sketches, the designs, drainage will be there because everyone is telling to my team, drainage is the most important aspect. But finally, the final designs, when it is going, this drainage will disappear. So I used to ask, why you have eliminated that? No, ma'am, it is not because of we are lazy or we don't know how to do the drainage design. It's solely because of it is not possible. Once we are designing as per the codes, once we are designing as per the design principles, there is no space to accommodate that drainage. And if we are accommodating somehow, when we discussed with the contractor who has to implement it, he told very clearly, it is not feasible. So the drainage is disappearing from the drawings. I used to make it again appear, but again from our EPC team, somebody will come and tell that. Nobody else is implementing that. Why are you insisting this? Nobody in the country is really implementing that. So it's a problem. Now, it's not the question of people are not aware of the importance of drainage, but because of the other constraints, the space limitation, the cost constraints, that will be leading to the escape from the drainage aspects. So how we can bring the engineering fraternity or the engineering society to adopt drainage? Otherwise, how much smart we are making our cities, still it will be having problems. So when we approach the drainage also, whatever already we have seen, the key areas of focus will be smart mobility, then public health services. I will add with the public health services the safety also. Safety aspects also is important. Then stormwater management and sanitation, then e-governance and e-services. So all these are, you have already seen in the smart city, the previous presentations. So the same aspects has to be concerned or considered when we are talking about the drainage also. What are the current status of our cities? So this is, again, in Bandari sir's presentation as well as the previous presentation, it was there. Especially the floods, like Mumbai flood or Chennai flood. When it happened, everybody was discussing about the reasons. Why it happened, what are the causes? And a main cause was not the absence of the drainage system. It is either the inefficiency of the drainage system which is provided, or most of the drainage system which is already there, it was getting choked. So the cleaning and maintenance of the existing drainage system, as well as updation of the adequacy of the drainage system, that is important. Otherwise, most of our cities it will face the problem of flooding. And especially the cities like Mumbai and Chennai, which is coastal cities, the risk is more. It need not be coastal city. I am staying in Gurgaon. A small rain can make so much miserable life for each person. So, few weeks before, I was participating in a debate on what to do for Gurgaon, how the miserable life can be made better. And everyone agreed, the main problem there is the inadequacy of drainage. Now coming to the factors contributing urban flooding, there are meteorological factors are there, hydrological factors are there, and human factors are there. So we cannot control the meteorological factors. It can be heavy rainfall, cyclone, even tsunami. Hydrological factors, it is how the strata is. The soil moisture level